Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Makar Kodash. Double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone, the true elders of Israel who still rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing this truth and sincerity. This is the brother Bashar, and I just want to talk about how Russia has an effect on the other nations, and the downfall of America. I'm not sure what I'm going to title this video yet. Lord willing, I can come up with something by the end of this video. But for now, I'm just going to jump right into it. This is Matthew chapter 24, and I'm going to begin at verse 4. And Yahushua answered, Salakia, I'm going to begin at verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And that shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world. Okay? Now, this is how we know that Yahushua is coming back soon. Okay, Yahushua, for those of you who don't know, is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay? And where it talks about the world, it says the end of the world. That is talking about a rulership. Because even at that time, who was dominating at that time? It was the Edomites. It was the which are so-called white people. Okay. At that time, the Romans were in the land of Israel, and they were ruling the land of Israel with the iron grip. And the disciples were basically asking Yahushua, when is this nation, when is the rulership of this nation going to come to an end? Okay, because we know that the world is not going to come to an end, because the scriptures say that the world abideth forever. So this can't be talking about the world. This is talking about, this can't be talking about the whole world. This is talking about the cosmos. Okay, when you look up this word "world" in the Hebrew, in the Greek, it means cosmos, which means a specific group. Okay, and in this case, this is talking about a nation. Okay, a group of people that are ruling, a nation of people. Okay, and specifically the nation of Edom. So they were inquiring about the downfall of the kingdom of Edom, because they knew once Edom falls, the kingdom that was going to be established next was the kingdom of Israel. Okay, you can read about that in the book of Genesis, the 25th chapter. Okay, where in the story of Jacob and Esau. Okay, Esau was changed. He became a nation, which was called Edom, and Jacob became a nation as well, which was called Israel, Yasha Allah. Okay, when Rebecca was she had Jacob and Esau in her stomach. Esau came out first, but Jacob pulled down the heel of Esau. Esau came out first, but Jacob pulled the heel of Esau back down. Okay, and that is the fulfillment that the nation of Israel will, that the nation of Esau will rule first. Then Jacob will 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 rule second. Okay, will pull him down and rise up to be the rightful ruler of the world. Okay, but that's another topic. Um, Continuing on that verse, I'm going to continue on that verse 3 again. We'll read verse 3 again. Matthew chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? What shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed. This is what Christ means. It means anointed. And shall deceive many. Okay, this is one of the points of verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And rumors of wars, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Okay, the point that I wanted to get to was there shall be wars and rumors of wars. What was the beginning of that? Okay, well, Slakia. Wars and rumors of wars. World War One, World War Two, and World War Three. Which is safe to say that we are in the midst of World War Three as we speak, just on a low level. Like in a form of economics and trade and um and um and and um trade and every now and then you have missiles. America would drop a bomb on Syria, so it's really on a low level, you know. Um, but the point was that point that I wanted to make was because I wanted to bring out Jeremiah chapter 50, okay, because sometime at the end of World War II, there was the Cold War, okay, which that was prophesied in Jeremiah, the 5th chapter. The 50th chapter, and around that same time, for those of you who don't know, there was a man named Abba Bivens that came on the scene, which we believe to be Elijah, which was also prophesied to come back. Okay, in the book of John, which I'm gonna get that. Stop. Just bear with me for a second. Okay. Okay. This is the book of John, chapter 1, verse 6. There was a man sent from Yahweh, whose name was John. The same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, that all men through whom might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of the light, that was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made by him. Okay, so it goes on to speaks about Yahushai. Okay. Salak, that's really not the scripture that I wanted to get. Salak, just bear with me for a second. Baba Kashar, because every time Yahushai came on the scene, before he came on the scene, Elijah came on. Elijah came first. Okay, I'm going to get that, and this is another key point. How we know that the Messiah is going to come back. Slakia, just bear with me for a second, Baba Shah. Okay, this is Mark chapter 1, verse 3. It reads, Slakia, this is verse I'm gonna start at verse 2. Mark chapter 1, verse 2. As it is written in the prophets, behold, I send my messenger, Slakia, which shall prepare thy way before thee, the voice of one crying in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord, make his path straight. John did baptize in the wilderness and preach the baptism of repentance for the remission of sins. Okay, so this is talking about John the Baptist. You know, he before the Lord would come, he would come, and that happened when Yahushua was on the scene, and also it happened today when Yahushua would come in the second coming. Okay. But I brought that out too to say this, that this is one of the ways that we know that Yahushua is coming back. It's another point. And around the time of the Cold War, which is prophesied in Jeremiah chapter 50, which I'm going to read right now, John the Baptist was on the scene. Okay, this is Jeremiah chapter 50, and I'm going to start at verse 3. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her. That is, that out of the north, will come a nation against her. That nation is Russia. Her, speaking about Babylon the Great, which is America today, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall depart, both man and beast. So Russia was going to be the one to buck up against America, and not only Russia, but these other nations as well. And that's also prophesied as well, that these other nations were going to stand up against America. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plows into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong, right? Because, let me continue on. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Okay? Because Russia right now is giving a lot of nuclear weapons to these other small nations, to ultimately defend themselves against this big bully on the block, which is America. Okay? Continuing on that verse 12. And this prophecy is happening right now. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I have sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for the wicked is great, for their wickedness is great. Okay. So when you read on, it goes, it goes on to expound about the. So yeah, with that, this is one of the reasons. This is one of the ways that we know that the Lord is coming back soon. All right, because there's wars and rumors of wars, and Russia is also. I have to go back to the book. I have to go back to book of Jeremiah. In the book of Jeremiah, when you read the next verse down that I just read, it speaks about how Israel would wake up. I'm going to read this verse real quick. In those days, in verse 4, Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 4. In those days and at that time, said the Lord, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping, they shall go and seek the Lord their power. So, and that's happening right now as we speak, And with that, This is how we know that the Lord is coming back soon. With that, this is the brother Bashar. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahushai Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash, for giving me the spirit to do this video. And with that, Shalom.